Have you heard about this family? A 500-year-old shipwreck that was discovered in Namibia, and the story behind it is mind-blowing. You might say it's another old ship that was discovered, but it shows a connection between African countries and colonization and global trade, history, and the wealth that was hidden beneath our feet. And in this case, you could say waters for centuries. And this is a huge discovery, a discovery they do not like to teach in school. Let's watch this video and then we'll come back to talk about it.
You won't believe it, but the legendary Portuguese gold-laden ship, missing for 500 years, was found in the desert sands. And now you'll learn how the bomb Jesus, loaded with 40 tons of treasure, ended up in Namibia. Its holds were packed with gold coins, ivory, and precious weapons, a true pirate's dream. The Portuguese fleet was the best in the world in the 16th century. They were the first to dare the most dangerous voyages to Asia, braving pirates and storms. But even their finest ship wasn't lucky. In 1533, it vanished without a trace after setting sail from Lisbon. Nearly 500 years later, local workers accidentally stumbled upon perfectly preserved copper ingots in the desert sands. It turned out to be one of the greatest discoveries in archaeological history. As it turns out, the ship was caught in a terrible storm and ran aground off the African coast. The desert sands carefully preserved its cargo all these centuries, turning a historical tragedy into an astonishing discovery of our time.
So here's the story, family. In Namibia, near a coastal diamond mine in the southwestern part of the country, while some workers were doing their usual digging, they came across something strange. At first, they thought it was usual wood or the old part of a boat, but they kept on digging. As they kept on digging, they came across gold, bronze cannons, and then skeletons of a ship, a huge ancient ship. Well, it turns out, family, that this wasn't any ordinary ship. It was a Portuguese trading vessel that sank over 500 years ago. That's about 1500s. Family, the ship today is known as Bomb Jesus, which means Good Jesus. It set sail from Lisbon, Portugal in 1533. It was headed to India full of treasures, goods, and trade materials, part of those early European expenditures during the Age of Discovery. But somewhere along the coast of West Africa, likely due to maybe strong winds, storms, or navigation errors, it veered off course and got trapped near what is now the Namib Desert coast. It's vanished, gone without a trace, and for 500 years, nobody knew where it went until now. And what they found inside was pure history and pure value. When they opened up the ship, they saw over 2,000 gold coins perfectly preserved, tons of copper ingots from Germany, stamped and dated, old firearms and cannons, navigational tools used in the 16th century. And the ocean had swallowed it, but somehow Namibia's sand had protected it. And it is called one of the most significant discoveries in Africa history. But is it really a significant discovery, family? Because they say it connects Africa, Europe, and the global economy in one single story. Now, why does this matter for Africa? It matters because this story tells us that Africa has always been part of the global story. They make it seem as though they discovered Africa, they named Africa, it was no continent like, oh, no. Africa has always been there. They did not create Africa. And the shipwreck proves that Europe has already been coming to Africa for trade. They have been passing through the African coast for a long while. That same coastline became the same route Europeans took millions of Africans through during slavery. So it actually matters. Africa existed before all this, and that was a period of their expansion, colonial expansion, where they discovered this, they discovered that. To them, they just discovered African countries, they colonized. This happened in Namibia, in the country colonized by Germany. It has seen its fair share of exploitation from the West. Well, family, what do you have to say about this story? Because it's a huge discovery, a good one for Africa. It shows that Africa existed, right? This is 21st century, 2025, and so many evidence point to the fact that Africa existed before these guys even came. And according to experts, the wood of that ship survived because of the dry coastal air of Namibia. It kept bacteria from destroying it. So, family, Africa has always been part of the global story, and Bomb Jesus that sank over 500 years ago was discovered on the land of Namibia. Africa is rich, blessed with resources, blessed with a whole lot. Because trust me, if that ship sank somewhere else, it might have been gone by now. No discovery for it, but this is Africa we're talking about, and we are proud of Africa. So, what do you have to say about the story, family? Comment your thoughts. Does this change the way you think or see Africa or not? Comment and don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Lynient Akotonou.